Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS Scarborough Prize. What? The Scarborough Prize. It is Tricky Tuesday. Thrifty Tuesday. So we have Spock and James Tiberius Kirk. We're going to do Kirk in the next episode, but we're going to do Spock in this episode of Tricky Tuesday. And I got a Star Trek cosplay where I merged something else with it. And I might show y'all that too, since it is also Halloween month. Anyway, without further ado, get to rip it open. So, we got this awesome Action Fleet based. It's not Action Fleet. Action Fleet was Star Wars. Remember Star Wars Action Fleet? Coming out of it. Also have these bonus hands, which look like they just go on top of the regular hands. So, there's that. Bonus hands that just go on top of regular hands. You don't even take the old hands off. You just put the new hands on. This one's gotta go to this one. Calm down, fit good. That's cheap because they don't fit good. Then you have this like communicator doohickey thing. And $3 is the right price to buy these at, because you can find Star Trek figures, like the original Star Trek figures. I keep telling y'all, go to like your local hobby shop or whatever, because you can find, it's like a little TV computer personal screen thing here. Okay. Anyway, like I keep telling y'all need to go to your local hobby shop. Y'all need to be buying these reissue crap. Because you can go and get like original Playmates Toys Star Trek figures for less than $10 a figure. For sometimes $5 or less a figure. While Walmart's got these reissues on the shelves for, be logical, save money, live long and prosper. Isn't that what Spock says here? Anyway, what I'm just saying is you can get like original Star Trek Playmate Star Trek figures. Original. Speaking of original, I'm just going to throw these in as a bonus. I don't know if y'all seen them before. If y'all watched my videos or my Star Trek playlist or my... Matter of fact, I'm just going to do him too, because why not? But anyway, just to show you what I'm talking about. I went to a local hobby shop, right? And I picked these up. I don't want to open them because they're in container. But we got Chief Engineer Michelangelo here, right? I picked these things up for like $10 because the people was like, they're Star Trek figures. And this local hobby shop I go to, we also got First Officer Donatello, which is Spock. Michael, of course, there's Captain Leonardo, which is, of course, James Tiberius Kirk. I believe this was supposed to be Scotty. Yeah, Scotty. But Captain Leonardo. And then uh, Chief Medical Officer Raphael, which is supposed to be medical officer Bones, right? Okay, so anyway, back to the Star Trek figure. That was just a bonus. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I went to my local hobby shop and got those for $10 pop because they put them in the Star Trek section. Because I don't know if Star Trek's just not popular or what, but anymore. But and the same thing goes with the Star Wars figures. Just going to throw that out there. The same thing goes with the Star Wars figures. Star Wars figures. I mean, yeah, it's a prerogative of people to change their mind. So I changed my mind about opening this one. Anyway, it's the same exact thing about the Star Wars figures. You can find Star Wars figures. You can find Star Wars figures for like $10 for $10 now. I've even found them for $5. So what I'm not understanding is why anybody would buy reissues. Anyway, when they could go to their local, especially if they live in the city and they have some local game stores, local hobby shops, whatever. So this one has this like these little pads and this little laser and whatnot. Got these weapons and whatnot. But you can get like original figures. Original. Star Trek figures. I recently did a Data is a Dick video where I opened a Dick Tracy style Data who was a Dick detective, and it was an original Playmates figure, right? Okay, so the great thing about original Playmates figures is I picked it up for like freaking $5. Okay, is what I'm getting at. So why in the world would you pay $10, $20 or whatever for a reissue of something that you can get for $5? They're having a hard time selling them at $5. People just are not into Star Trek that much. It's like they overmade too many Star Trek figures, and now people just don't want them anymore. It's not that popular of a thing. It's the same thing with Star Wars. They like literally made too much. You can pick them up for $5, $10. I try to sell them for $5 to $10. I try to sell loose figures for $5, and they just nothing. Except for people who want to, make customs or whatever, right? Then sometimes I sell loose figures like $10, but the only ones they're selling are like the DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, stuff like that. Nobody's buying Star Trek figures or Star Wars figures. I can go to my local hobby shop, and they got like a whole aisle full of Star Trek and Star Wars figures, and you can get like 3 packs for $20. You can get like they're just not selling. You can pick them up for like a figure for like $10 and under. If I was to like go in there and bulk buy, I could probably like buy just so that they would get rid of them. If I was like to come in there with like say maybe $200, I could probably like buy every single Star Trek figure in his whole entire collection, just so he would get rid of them. He would probably take the deal because they've been sitting on the shelf for like years. That's what I'm getting at. I'm just saying. They just not. It's not a selling thing anymore for some reason. Anyway, that's a rambling. I'm a rambling man. Just rambling. Just rambling. How'd you like the bonus, the turtles? Y'all like the bonus, the turtles? Coming down below. See, that's why you need to watch the whole videos, y'all, because you'll hear ramblings, you'll hear nice, cool things, you'll hear. Maybe I'll throw in a bonus or something. Anyway, I won't have gone over the time on this video. It's like y'all probably don't care. Here, read all about the character. Spock, Vulcan, human, captain, first officer of the Enterprise. Star Trek II: The Replicon. Here, read it. Read all about it. James Tiberius Kerr, human admiral, commanding officer of the Enterprise. Star Trek II: The Replicon. It says the same thing on them both. Anyway, remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Jesus loves you, Jesus God, Jesus Lord, Jesus King. Jesus is the ruler of everything. Good news with April O'Neil. AKA Renee Jacobs. Go visit her. I got to meet her, but I didn't get her to sign anything. She wanted like 30, 40 bucks or something just to sign something. I would have got her to sign. Honestly, I was trying to get her to sign. I was trying to get Eastman and her to sign this, but Eastman's line was way too long. And, so I'll show that. Eastman's line was way too long, and she wanted like, I think 30 or 40 bucks just to sign something. I was like, I don't have that kind of money. So, missed opportunity, but oh well. Oh well, missed opportunity, oh well. Maybe another time. One day in the future, when I'm rich, maybe. But rich people don't get rich by wasting money like that. So, probably not. Rich people figure out some way to get people to pay for their autographs. That's how they stay rich. Hey. Anyway, later. Have a great day.